How are y'all? It's Podcast Thursday and it's October the 5th, 2023. And how are y'all doing? You know, we're in the fourth quarter and people start planning for 2024 at this point. They get real serious into the planning of 2024, and today we're going to be talking about nudity. Lots of different things have been happening and going on, and I wanted to share a few things with you all. And as we're talking about nudity, it's kind of a natural flavor to the world. And so, is your world supporting you, or is it not? And I'm going to venture to say in one of the 5 areas of life, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your emotional, and your financial, something's missing somewhere. And nudity is all about vulnerability. You know, I posted a post on Facebook and I got a message about it. It had to do with dating and being naked. You can only be naked if you feel you're naked. You know, in Austin is Hippie Holler, and Hippie Holler is about walking around without clothes on. There are other places on the globe that it's about like that. But here's the thing about it: as a society, we've been taught that nudity is bad. Nudity is one of the best things that was ever created. We come into the world bare butt naked. We leave the world bare butt naked. You may have clothes put on, you may have turned into ashes, you may, whatever it is, but I kind of look at it as if you started out this way, what is it that changed and you're uncomfortable with your bare butt naked? So a couple of things have been brought to my attention, and I want to, one of the things that I do every day is find out what I need to pay attention to. And this is Clock Time Getaway. What that's about is being aware. Let's do it like this. Alice in Wonderland. Alice says, "What you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here." The Cheshire Cat. It depends a good deal on where you want to go, Alice. So long as I get somewhere. The Cheshire Cat. "Oh, you're sure to do that if only you walk long enough." What it's about is making a decision in order to achieve. You first want to decide what you want. Otherwise, others will make that decision for you. And that's kind of what nakedness is about. It's about being good in your vulnerability. Because as women, especially as women, we are told by society, by our parents, by the church, by this, by that, by social media, by somebody designing clothes, that we don't know what's acceptable. And what I want you to think about is, would you take a nude picture of your life? In this journey of self-care, from February of last year, and then some of the smoke finally cleared, or the dust settled down, or however you want to say it, my mind became a little more cognizant that I had a body and I had some decisions to make. What I decided was I was going to come out, be rebirthed, bold and proud, and light that boldness and that proudness in a way that I never had. Because I didn't really give a damn what society said. I had so many people hating me. I didn't like where I was living. I was going through paperwork and I was going through accounts and I was going through, God, how am I going to get through this? I got off the phone with a friend of mine today, and she was one of the 5 that stepped up for me. She would just call me and say, "Fran, how are you?" And she's the person that I can say, "I'm really good. I really feel like crap. I can't cry. I'm pissed off." All these things. And so whatever it is, you may or may not have a friend that you can do that with, and you may or may not feel like you give yourself permission to actually feel your vulnerability. We're told that vulnerability is a bad thing, that we always get hurt when we're vulnerable, da-da-da-da-da. So it's so much garbage. Because your vulnerability will never lead you wrong. It's a truth, and it's naked, and it doesn't need to be dressed. What if, and I really want you to answer me on this, what if you could walk out your door without a mask and you could be comfortable with people seeing you maskless? And I'm not talking about this crap they tried to put in part of your life, because I'm seeing people wear masks again, and I'm going, I want them to stay away from me because they've got to be contagious and have something I don't want. Well, what if we could see our mask like we saw it in 2020, like we still see it today? I don't care what your belief is. You don't affect me one iota if you want to put on one of those little blue things so you will be comfortable. Have you ever wondered, and when I say spiritual, I'm not talking about religious, because I am a certified spiritual life coach, and it doesn't have anything to do with the religious life coach certification that I could have chosen. So, in your spirit, in your soul, in that part of you that is all about you and who you are and who you make decisions from and who you walk down the road with and who you go to sleep with and what kind of dreams you have and how much you like yourself. You look in the mirror and you decide, oh my goodness, is this really what I like? If I don't like it, what am I going to do about it? Am I going to change it, or am I going to do something with it that is status quo? Y'all, if you don't take anything, if you only take one thing away from what I bring each week, take that this is all about you. You, and getting that balanced. You see, it's always going down. But what are you willing to do for you so when you hear your legacy that you wrote and left, you actually like it because it matches what's in your heart, it matches what's in your spirit. But what I was saying is your vulnerability in your spirit, is that what you exhibit as your clothes? Your physical has a vulnerability. And I'm going to say this because I've been uncomfortable with my weight, so I've covered it up and I just look bigger. What am I doing for my personality to be out here? How comfortable am I with myself so I can show up in this cute little outfit I've got on today? I went out to eat, which I do a lot, and I see people in black. I see these women that are older than I am, and they're all in black with the change of the season. Okay, do you need a pointed hat, or are you just going full force into hiding behind winter. I see people in sweaters and it's like 85 degrees. I want to celebrate the season. I want to celebrate it in comfort. And if I need to be in flip-flops in February in Dallas, Texas, when there's ice on the ground, I'm going to do it because I really don't care what you think. If I want to go to the gym in the middle of the day, come back out and go to work, and my hair is all wet, and I have no makeup on, anything that is out of the norm, there is no reason that I will be concerned that you don't like it. Is that how you feel and approach your life? What is the mirror that you look into in the mornings? Who looks back at you? You know, the other thing is, and this is so big, especially this time of year, you hear people getting an extra job. You hear people saying, oh my gosh, how can I afford Christmas? You hear people saying, what am I going to do? How am I going to do? What am I going to do for 2024? I don't know. What are you going to do for 2024? So your vulnerability is going to feed your success. Your vulnerability is going to feed your bank account. Your vulnerability is going to feed you. Drop me a line, drop me a message. Let me know if you're comfortable with your vulnerability or you're not. I don't know how you feel. I don't know how uncomfortable you are or how comfortable you are looking at yourself in a way where you can accept what's special to you. I don't know how I can support you if you don't share with me. I have a program. I believe I can. And I have launched this, and it's going to be the 19th. And what we're doing is in one of those 5 areas, and you probably can't read this. In one of those 5 areas, we're gonna look at something that scares you, and we're gonna get it nude, and you're gonna find out what your vulnerability is about it, and you're gonna have the ability to work through some things and take a toolkit with you. Let me know if you're interested in the details, and I will be happy to share them with you. We are doing today something new, and this is the way we're going to be ending the year with. We're going to get real with the basics and the foundations that are a necessity to the way we live our lives. I hope you all are having a very good day. I hope that you're plugging into everything that is. And I want y'all to know that I hold you in my heart as we go into this holiday season, that you'll always be safe and protected, and you will be able to choose you in a brand new way. And that you'll be able to hit the ground running in 2024 and have the most fabulous, precious life that you've ever lived. I'll talk to y'all next time.